Hi, welcome to the EEVblog, an electronics engineering video blog of interest to anyone involved in electronics design. I'm your host, Dave Jones. Hi, I'm Dave Jones. Now, there were a few people who suggested that I change the drab office background I used last time. So, here we are, we're at the bench. Yes, I've changed into a anti-static lab coat. Why? Because it's myth-busting time. And it's really just poor engineering. Not much thought has gone into it. First up, something that ticks me off again. Now that accuracy is just really complete bullshit, really. It's heck, if you really want to make an impression, turn up in a lab coat. They're from Dallas/Maxim. Maxim actually bought out Dallas quite a few years ago, but I still call them Dallas. This is episode number 10! Double digits! Woohoo! A rubber band can cost millions of dollars, and that's a real story. It's great. I give it the thumbs up. The Fluke 87.5. You should really get one of these if you're serious about electronics. This one, my scientific calculator watch. It's my micro watch. This is a book you should have on your reference shelf. If you don't, then you're not serious about electronics. They're just theoretical crap, really. This week it's the Shanghai Special. Okay, we're on the surface mount soldering line here, and I'll take you through all the different items.
This is actually quite dangerous because the solder can actually splash.
Check it out. What a load of garbage. Absolute crap. I haven't seen anything this bad in a long time. People just keep wanting to know more about oscilloscopes. But in low-end, cheap oscilloscopes, it's just garbage and it doesn't work in practice at all. And I'm just going to stand up like that and bingo. So I hope you learned something new there. That's definitely something you'll never learn in school. We'll get to everyone's favourite part of the blog. It's equipment review time, and yes, it's another multimeter, and yes, it's another Fluke. These things are sex on a stick. Really, these are porn for engineers. Now, I know it looks a bit complex, but stay with me, it's not that bad. It actually comes down to a pretty simplistic thing in the end. So how do you prevent SCR latch-up? I'm glad you asked. I hope your next project doesn't work. I hope you build it, you switch it on, and it does absolutely nothing. So, think about, these little things, lanyard attachment, the colour, the form factor, the usability, the battery life, the type of batteries. So, Rigol still makes some quality gear, but caught with their pants down. How about that? Set up the trigger and stand up and bingo. There it is again with a shorted probe. You still don't believe this thing's an issue? That's 50 millivolts per division. There you go. Told ya. So there you go. More controversy. Go for it, guys. You can add comments to each blog, and I don't censor them. So, if you want to say something's crap, say it. I'll post it. I'm not scared. Yeah, that's really cool. Keep it up, girls. I hope you enjoy it. So it's like a bug, and you turn it upside down, it's a dead bug, so the leads are sticking up. Is your next product capable of passing the mobile phone test? Circuitry, the internal circuitry of a typical chopper or auto zero amplifier. So, well, I went, bugger it, I'm gonna build it. So, here it is, the infinite resistor network. Check it out, isn't it cool? It's almost a work of art. Now, how does this relate to accuracy? Well, it actually doesn't relate at all. It's got nothing to do with accuracy. So let's talk about this. I'm a graduate. Can you help me out? Do you have any more tips? You bet I do. So I thought I'd talk about bad product design. Go figure. Unbelievably nuts. Drives me nuts. Great. Okay. Why can't they just print them on the damn buttons? Nuts. And that's one of the really annoying aspects of being a design engineer. You can't always have your way. You can't always argue with common sense. Farting gnomes, you get choker chicken, choker boss, shocking games. You can get a spankometer. Whoa, unbelievable. It's audio foolery. It is directional. You've got to plug them in the right way, otherwise they don't sound as good. You have to wear them in. It's nuts. You know, oh, this new one, it's cryogenically frozen. Whoa, fantastic. It's like, you know, it must sound better. It's cryogenically frozen to align all the crystals and the you know. Probably, some of them actually probably believe it. They're just as nuts as the people who buy them sometimes, I think. It's manufactured by nude virgins in Utopia land. What, you put it through a meter of this and it's going to make any difference? You gotta be shitting me. And this knob will be an anti-resonant, dynamically balanced, fluid-filled, iridium-doped, knob, gold-plated freaking knob for the power board, and this is $500. Sucker born every minute. Don't turn it on. Take it apart. And I was absolutely gobsmacked. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Trust me, documentation. Winner. I think I'm in love, really. Brings a tear to the eye. I figured I'd make this thing look a bit more professional and do some kind of lame intro like all the other cool blogs have. It doesn't work! Oh, what a loser! Unbelievable! So I designed it. So this is how I did it. It's the what, why, how and where of using capacitors. 54% of my audience are female. Is there something dodgy going on here, or is this some marvelous new technology? Well, let's check it out. It measures the difference, or the delta, in the temperature over the times. I'm going to show you this board, and you've got to figure out what it is. Hey, we've got an old friend. We're going to revisit the Rigol DS1052E oscilloscope into the chip. And sure enough, it's 100 megahertz. So I hope that dispelled any of the rumours that this thing wasn't actually overclocked. Here's the technique behind it, and the math as well, for those playing along at home who love their math, of 6.6 gigs. And you might think, okay, that's still pretty high, that's huge, not a problem. Why change this? It's supposed to be an identical product, just a slight upgrade. Why change it? I don't know. It's nuts. And it should be identical, but it's not. It's nuts. It's crap product design. They've had a complete paradigm change in the way they market and support this thing. So that's when, I reckon, management took over. Oh, that'll be fantastic. You can download a new firmware for each chip. It's really modular and elegant, and it fits in with all these new software paradigms. Woohoo! That dickhead is probably going to get promoted too. What the hell just happened? They're making us change everything? Why? They probably went back to their cubicles and just started bashing their head against the desk. It wins the EEVblog Retarded Product of the Week award. Crap. Dilbert, he's right on the money when it comes to how engineering companies operate in the real world. And yes, I'm now available in glorious high definition. This is actually a real fair income flying pig. Watch this. Oh, jeez. I know. Let's blow some shit up. And then you have this bright light and bang, the explosion happens. And so 300 frames per second really isn't fast enough to capture this sort of event. Crikey! Look at that! The first one's called timing analysis mode. The second is called state analysis mode. I'm Australian, so I reckon it should be pronounced Arduino. Arduino, mate. Hand me the Arduino, mate. No worries. Oh, man. No! Go away! I'm a professional design engineer. I don't need design advice from a component supplier. You know what really ticks me off? You know what really gets under my skin? Are these manufacturers who on their websites, they make you register to get data sheets. You've got to put all your information in and then they'll email you the link to the damn data sheet. What is that? It's pure engineering evil. That's what it is. So, project scrapped right there. I was pretty disappointed. Well, you can't just hope your next project's going to work. And that's the advantage of DBs, is that you can actually, instead of multiplying things, you add them in DBs. And It's all over the shop. It's messy. I don't like it. It sucks. Thought I'd take you on a behind the scenes tour of the EEVblog lab. Let's go. It's in my garage. Fixed it. Panasonic. Would read something like, "Ha, sucked in, mate. This one doesn't work at all. Its feature's rooted." Nowadays, one person, one hobbyist, one hacker, one maker can change the world. Well, I smell bullshit. Yeah, bullshit. Oh, very disappointing. I'll tell you what, because it's, you know, it's like opening a product and being mooned or something like that. Well, you know, that's just my opinion. Take it as you will. But this always reminds me why my favourite programming language is solder. Alright, let's see if you bastards can do 90. It's just great. It's really well designed. This soldering is first class. Then you count the number of pulses until the first rising edge of the signal you're trying to measure. So, what can I have in a blog on the way to work? Well, I don't know. I haven't really thought this through. So who's going to win the big fist fight between PIC and AVR? Well, just like I said at the beginning, it doesn't matter a rat's ass. But check out the input circuitry. Oh, isn't that sex on a stick? Boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a textbook example. And I'll just say, I design computers. In the previous blog, I promised I'd take this brand spanking new Fluke 28 Series 2 multimeter and beat the hell out of it. That's exactly what I plan to do. Let's have some fun. It's 106 miles to Katoomba. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of lollies, it's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. We're going to jump in the canyon at the top, follow it through, and abseil the waterfalls and see if it survives. Canyon we go! Second time for fun! Woo! Still works! Never know when you have to use a meter. I survived one hell of a trip. Let's head home. I think we've got some, still got some water here. We're back in the lab and yeah, it's a bit dodgy. Do it the other way, upside down. Hey, came out of the case. Woohoo! Let's see if this baby can do 88. Smashed it, smashed the LCD. Unfortunately, flat on its face. Well, we couldn't kill the sucker at 12 meters, so it's time to ramp it up. Well, this is one hell of a big drop. Let's give it a go. That was one hell of a drop. It came out of the holster. Let's check it out. Unbelievable. I don't think it's smashed. I dropped it without the holster for more than 30 meters, 100 foot. How the hell can I kill this thing? I don't know what to do. I give it 2 thumbs up and a big Fonz E. Range here, and there's another range here, and you can turn these transistors on in combinations to get the low, medium, and high brightness constant current ranges. You can be designing these products and getting paid, you know, half of what you do for getting to sell them. I know that's how the world works and that's how the industry works, but you know, it doesn't make it right. As usual, even with 200 plus channels, you can't find a damn thing to watch. And as interesting as the 24-hour sex toy shopping channel is, well, you know, I just can't find a thing. We're at a rather unusual plot this time. I'm at the top of here in Hawaii, about 200 meters or something like that, I think, and we're at the 13 of the world's largest telescopes. Finally, yes, apparently it's been hacked. All you need is a serial cable and you can mod this thing to a 100 megahertz version. So, no, I'm still here, sorry to tell you. As always in electronics, you talk, you know, an order of magnitude or 10 times is always a good thing. Marketing, it's just, don't make changes unless you're absolutely sure you know what you're doing. And if you are absolutely sure, then I can guarantee you don't know what you're doing. So there's a whole lot, but as always, you get what you pay for. So don't buy those eBay cheapies. Buy, you know, 50 or 100 bucks can get you a good quality meter. So what can I do but publish and be damned? Let's just check the rise and fall time here, 3.5 nanoseconds, as you can see, so that's 100 megahertz bandwidth. I prefer Victorinox, not Wenger. I'm a Victorinox man, so sorry any Wenger fans out there. For those dickheads who complain about the price of oil, you have no frigging idea. Trust me, you're an absolute and utter dickhead. And, you know, I'm reasonably happy with it now, but it still crashes and, well, I still think it's pretty much a piece of shit. Series resistance, parallel resistance, quantity factor, dissipation factor, a whole slew of things you can actually measure from just the voltage and the current. But back when I was a boy, but you should be able to, you know, do some programming, even if you suck at it. This is my mate Doug, and he's an analog and power specialist, and he likes to blow shit up. Let's go.
3, 2, 1. Whoa! You are not going to believe this. There is still a decimal point alive on the LCD screen.
There is a decimal point.
Discovered that my actual frequency response looks like that.
Go and buy an analog oscilloscope, please. Okay, let's hop in this design merry-go-round, shall we? Electronics design isn't just about circuit design. Should probably move it a bit closer. Sorry, it's a whoop. Shit, spillage, water spillage. Hang on. Woohoo, we have an emergency. Spilled water on the laptop. This is not good. How much different is a switch mode power supply from a linear power supply? Well, I'm glad you asked. And global specialties. Man, that was a really horrible springing sound in that, like boing! Now if you're too lazy, well, you just don't even bother searching Google, you just email me. You do not just throw down your components and hit the auto route button and it routes your entire board. That is just bullshit. Why? Because the piece of shit blew up in my hand. Well, you guessed it, bloody trying to kill me. Bingo, look, there's the output of the op-amp oscillating, and that's pretty much exactly what I was seeing on my oscilloscope. And it's only $4 and what is it, $4.30? You gotta be kidding me. If it's something I designed, I'm gonna be fairly intuitive and instinctive with it rather than methodical, but leave a note and we'll bust this Microsoft patent wide open. Beauty. It's just all bunched in there. Somebody didn't know how to lay out this board. But as always with these equipment reviews, it's horses for courses. So there you go, there's a recap of 100 blogs. I can't believe it. Triple digits. Ha ha! It's been like a year and a bit, and man, I'm still going strong. And I plan to keep on doing it. So I'd like to thank all my viewers who stuck with me from day one. It's just growing exponentially. And all the forum members and the manufacturers who support me. And everyone else I haven't thought of. So here's to the next 100.
Dave! Stop talking to your internet friends and come inside. There's things to do.
See ya. Well, it wouldn't be a 100th blog if it didn't involve a multimeter. So, let's beat the crap out of one. Gotta wear protection. Let's do it. Fantastic. Okay, let's try the JCar 0.05% 4.5 digit bullshit meter. Let's smash the hell out of it. Check it out. Awesome work. I love it. There you go. Beauty. Damn, that was satisfying.